Good morning everyone. So I can see 11 of the participants are there. So we just wait for another 30 seconds for all to join in. And today I'm going to discuss about the fourth chapter, that is software concept. Now, I'm going to dedicate only one class for this chapter. There are a lot of possibilities that this chapter may not be there with us in the revised syllabus, but see, what has happened is the government has not released the syllabus, the revised syllabus. I assure you, definitely there will be reduction in the syllabus, but we don't know which chapter will be skipped out. Okay. Now, keeping that in mind, I don't know which chapter to take and which chapter not to take. Now, this chapter has a highest possibility of skipping because it has got no connectivity with the second year syllabus. Okay, this is the only chapter which has got no connectivity with the second year syllabus. Fine, but still I would like to take this chapter. Why? Because the concepts that we are going to learn are very important and it will be useful for your any article that you are going to read on computer science. Fine. So what I am going to do is, I am going to touch on those concepts which will be of great help for our further chapters. Fine. I am not going to take the whole chapter. Listen well. I am not going to take the whole chapter. I am just going to touch on those important concepts that will be great for us for our further learning. Fine. I hope I am clear on that part. So, I can see all are here. Fine. Okay. Only 12 I can see. Okay. Fine. So, I'll start the session. Now, as I said, I'm going to focus only on those concepts required for our further concepts. Like when I talk in C++ programming, I'll be using certain words. Then you may think, what is that word? For that, this chapter again we have to revisit. So that's why I thought I'll complete this in one class. Okay, this whole chapter's important topic in one class I'm going to cover, which we'll see how to conduct the test on this. That's a different scenario. So let us start with this concept as software concept. This is chapter number 4 in your textbook. Any curious mind can read the whole chapter if you are of this. And you have any doubts on that, you can ask me separately. So let us start with this chapter. So what is a software? In the first chapter we understood what is a software. A software is something which you can't see, right? But you can experience it. So now let us try to put it in words now. Okay, because this chapter is completely dedicated to software. Now I can tell you one thing for this chapter, for all those children who are very interested and curious about the hardware and the software of any component, or let it be a laptop, desktop or your mobile, you will find this very interesting chapter because there are certain aspects that we are going to discuss which you would have never experienced, or in sense you have experienced but you never realized what you are experiencing it. So today we are going to give terminologies to those experiences of yours with this hardware. Okay. So, software, now we can say, are set of programs. What is a software? They are set of, I'll write all, programs. So, I usually write PGM for program, but let me write completely today. So, set of programs or algorithm. Now, what is algorithm? We are going to definitely learn about it. So, what is a software? Software are nothing but a set of programs or algorithms which are useful for data processing. Okay. So, what is a software? Software are set of programs or algorithms which are useful for data processing. Now there is a word I can add here, data processing cycle. Now you will ask, what is this? So this data processing cycle is a complete chapter we are going to learn in PU second year. Fine. So in rough, I will say a raw data to be converted into meaningful information. That process we call it as a data processing cycle. Okay, if I am confusing you, just leave the definition, but for who has picked up this, I will repeat once again. What is this data processing cycle? It converts the raw data. Where is the duster? It is like, certain churning machine. I put the raw data into this machine called as data processing cycle, and what do I get? I get information. Okay, so I give raw data to this data processing cycle, it processes it, and I get the meaningful information. So I hope I explained what is this definition. Now how does this happen is what we are going to see in the second year. It's a very, very beautiful concept, and it's amazing concept connected to DBMS. DBMS, you remember? Few students have already attended the concept of DBMS by Maridas sir. So this data processing and DBMS are almost connected. So we will see this next year. Okay. Now I will remove the unnecessary things today. We will only focus on definitions. Now, so what is a software? Software is nothing but a set of programs or algorithms which are very helpful for data processing cycle. Why it is helpful? To convert the raw data into meaningful information. Very simple. Now we already saw in PU first year that softwares, they are of two types, right? One is system software, second one is application software. So let me put it on the board. Now when I say system software, we already saw what are the examples of system software. So this is system software and this is application software. So when it comes to system software, we already saw operating system is the best example of system software. Yes. So we already saw that operating system is the best example for system software, right? Now when I say, okay, sorry. So operating system, right? Just a second.